And you're back on the next episode of Hero Comics Transgender Hate Mail, Homosexual Hate Mail, Atheist Hate Mail. Basically, me reacting to a bunch of screen caps on YouTube and art that are responsive comments I made against these deviant lifestyles and a few other things. Hair in my mouth. Yeah. Let's get back to me. People getting things wrong and me trying to straighten things out by using bio versus in basic biology. I think I need to talk about that. Also, if you don't like what I'm saying, go ahead, click off the videos. Click off the video and do not watch something else. Do not lie and say the hate speech in my videos, because there is a hate speech in my videos. It's just speech you hate. That's a different story. You on here? Let's go. And before, you need to get that stuff fixed. I say, what do you think about an intersex person, intersex people, huh? And I say, males are born with testicles, and females are born with ovaries. I say, what do you think about intersex people? I say, they're deformed, and you need to get that stuff fixed. You know, like, and I ask somebody, why don't they not want to know? You want to know their biological sex. If they're not lying, why don't they want to know they not want anyone to know their biological sex? And this person says, well, if you only have surgery done if something is causing harm to their body, it most likely is if their bodies are, their genitals are deformed, that's causing harm to their bodies, and you need to get that fixed. If they're born with a penis, and it's just malfunctioned, and it was deformed, then you get that penis fixed. More with a vulva, and if the vulva is not working right, then you need to get that fixed. That's how that works. Yeah, and then people can hate on that all they want, but that's how it is. Next. If something causes harm to their body, like if they're prone to being in pain or nasty stuff going on there, otherwise it doesn't need to do anything just to be anything just to be intersex. They're still a person, with deformed genitals. And I said, not everyone needs to know your biological sex. Yeah, they do. It should be up to the person if they want to disclose that information. So they lie, right? It's not needed to know to get to know them or have a conversation with them. No, but it's important to know from not being deceived. And so it says, not being honest about it is deceptive. Personal genitals that don't work right. So the difference if they say the biological sex is something that isn't, then yeah, that's deceptive. But not just saying it, but just not saying it isn't. That is, oh my gosh, this stuff is some silly stuff because they're like, well, what if they just disguise themselves and try to disguise, look as much like what they want people to think they are as possible. It's deceptive. Stop it. Don't make away biological sex. They don't need to tell you something that they don't have to. Not necessarily know someone's biological sex. Yeah, there you go. Hair out. Not necessarily to know someone's biological sex. So we can lie, right? Like, no. Yeah. And someone says, why do you want to know other people's biological sex? Because that's the truth. You just want to only want to strangers asking what's in their pants? Different story. Or you just got a pervert that gets off on making other people uncomfortable through truth? Basically. Well, someone's biological sex to be is irrelevant to how they present themselves because of lies. Yes. It's no one's business what's between someone else's legs unless they plan on being intimate. So they can lie, right? They're like, no. And someone says, wow, yikes, imagine being born with an extra finger, so stranger the minute you cut your extra finger off. Not the same stuff, Something because they make someone comfortable that you have an extra finger. That's different. I'm talking about, what's the name? Ford from Gravity Falls. I'm talking about someone with deformed genitals. I read a book. There was a book about this surgeon who specialized in fixing deformed genitals, and people are gave him rave reviews because there's like, yeah, girls like, well, man, thank you. I can actually use the bathroom, like normal now. Thank you. Oh man, I'm like, yes, that's what it's about. Fixing something that's wrong, actually wrong. If you are a person born with testicles and you're angry that you don't have a vagina, too bad. That's not wrong. You're born with ovaries and you're angry that someone you don't have you have a vulva. You're angry that you don't have a penis and testicles. Too bad. You don't get that. It's not how that goes. It's not deformity. It's just how it is. It's human design. Go. No one's deceived here other than all people being deceived. You're just choosing to obsess over people's genitals because they're trying to lie about them. It's an extra finger. It's a deformed penis or vulva. You're saying it's not necessary to know the truth. Someone else. So they lie about it. Because they're lying about stuff. Because they're lying about them. Because they are lying about them. Come on. And then the person says, only if something you deserve to know. Well, everyone deserves to know that. People aren't just going to tell you their address when you ask them. Well, it's not the same thing at all. Because it's their truth. It's really not necessary to know that. That's a different story than whether you're male or female. People like to hide that because then they can try and trick people and treat them better. But that's not right. It's okay to lie about your medical sex. You keep giving excuses just for people lying about their identities. That is wrong. Go on. What do you say? Only if it's something you deserve to know. People are just going to tell you their address and you ask because it's the truth. That's a different story. Literally, not sorry to know someone's biological sex, so we can lie about it. You can ask, sure, but they don't owe you an answer, so they can lie about it. It doesn't involve you, or they need, or you need to know, so they can lie. If you think they do, you're certainly entitled to other people's lies. Like, which is why it's okay to lie about your biological sex. That's wrong. That's what I say. Which is why it's okay to lie about your biological sex. That's the issue. That's wrong. That doesn't even correlate to what I said, other than, of course, all the stuff I said. There's no lie. The person just doesn't say anything about it, and get deception then. You ask some person you just met what biological sex was, they wasn't, they respond, I'm not going to share that. I'm not going to share that. Is that lying? That's admitting that there's lying going on. And then they say the sex was anything. They don't even deserve an answer because helping on someone else's personal life. You don't know the truth about them. Obviously, they're trying to deceive you, so there you go. When I say, they don't say anything about their disguise themselves as the opposite of that description. That's wrong too. And if there's then there's the whole respect for pronouns thing. They want respect for lies. Out of here. A woman is a person born with ovaries. Anyone born with testicles that says they are a woman is lying. And it's also you're conflating biological sex and gender identity. Gender identity can be used to lie about biological sex, and it's done that way all the time. Yep. And then someone says, gender and sex are not the same thing. But we're lying about biological sex. Ask any qualified psychologist, psychiatrist, or biologist, they will tell you the same thing. And I said, yeah, but the problem is that they still don't want anyone to know what biological sex they are. And they disguise themselves as the opposite. Was that the one before that? Yeah. Not true. Biological sex is not identity. But people are trying to use this one, and that's lies. I think that was the beginning of it. What happened to make trans craze go away? Part one. The truth about what is male and what is female must continue to be told. And I got 14 likes for that. And someone said, we know. We also know that gender and sex are different. And I say, yeah, the words like trans male and trans female used by transgender people. That's just like blonde woman, tall man, etc. Trans refers to sex. Lies. It's to sex. Yeah, but people can't change sex. What's all I got? Okay. People can't change sex. Come on. It's like the person says, "Here, can you tell me what's specifically the verse in the Bible?" So identifying with another gender is sinful. I like that one. I thumbs up that one. And I said, woman must not wear women's clothing or marry women's clothing, for the Lord your God testimony who does this. Deuteronomy 22:5. Why? Lying lips are abomination to the Lord. They do the truth, there's a lie. Proverbs 12:22. Done. And like the person says, he will call us law, three things. Deuteronomy is old law. That still counts. You should look at what it says about the Council of Jerusalem in Acts. Identifying what the different gender is not. Yeah, it is. Can you get the whole thing? Yeah. Nah, it's a it's not cross-dressing, laughing my board off, other than the fact that it is. So people born with testicles who want to say they're women don't cross-dress. People with ovaries who say they're males don't cross-dress. Oh, yeah, they do. All the time. Don't do that. That's lying. Stop it. Gender is a social construct. It's like biological sex is not though. Its ability to be false is only determined by the utility of the definition, but not really. I got this concept that escapes you because you're capable of understanding it. Because you have to go with lies to understand that. And I say old laws are still laws. Gender identity is a social construct. Biological sex is not. Cross-dressing is how people identify as opposite biological sex, and that is lying. Lol again. Here, webcomics. The level of acumen you're displaying is hilariously uninspiring. Bullcrap. Please read Acts 15. The individuals who identify with other gender might choose to dress that gender-conforming wear, but it's not required. But they'll always do it because it makes the lie more convincing. You are aware that most men throughout history have worn what you like to honestly call a dress right, but they don't lie and say they're females though. Like Jesus wearing garments that went past his knee doesn't make your pearls clutch, right? Like, nope, but they don't lie about the radical sex though. Continue on here. And I say, yes, Acts 15 talks about how sexual immorality is still wrong. Dressing in gender-conforming wear is deceptive, and they also lie about for pronouns. And a robe is not a dress. Thank you. Wheel of fish. Brainiac on the wheel of fish. UHF. Weird Al UHF. I superimposed Brainiac's face over the girl who's being yelled at and called stupid for choosing the wrong fish, the wrong stuff, and that was just fun though. You're so stupid, stupid. Yeah, so bad. All right, we got a little time left. Let's just go. When someone says, when they learned where babies come from, I learned it all in fourth. I did the fourth, fifth, and sixth, and still am today. Streams of tears emoji. Same. It was so weird. They taught us how babies are made, how people get do the dirty at like second and fourth grade. They're like, hey yo, I never got taught when I was in the second grade.